Welcome, human being. Welcome. I see you. I see you from the inside out. For the human form is the human soul, experienced from the inside out. Yes, we have a body, and we have a mind. We have many aspects of self that make us who we are, that allow us to function upon this planet, that allows us to experience this human experience. So, who are we? Why are we here? Who is looking from behind your eyes? Who is observing all that you experience, moment by moment? Where is the soul? Who is the soul? And where and who is the spirit, beloved human being? Yes, we know our body. And for thousands of years we have identified what our body suggests. We have believed that we are just simply our gender, our color, our ethnicity, our sexuality, how much money we earn, whether we're married or single, whether we have children, how big our house is, how good we are at playing the game within the social ordering in which most of us exist. But who are we? Who are you? Who is looking from behind your eyes? Many of us have been brought up looking at what's different about us, what makes us different, and using these differences to separate us, to create categories, to create ideas that cause more and more separation. But yet the truth is, that being that exists within your body, that is observing from behind your eyes, is the same being that exists within each and every one of us. That being has no gender. That being has no race, no color, no ethnicity. That being owns nothing. That being is here having this human experience. That being is here experiencing this wonderful journey called life. Those of us that distract ourselves enough from the external trimmings and the pull from the external world, and we're able to sit and be still for a moment in time, we experience the gift of life, moment by moment, in the now. This is why it's called the present, for it is a gift. So I ask you, who are you? Who is looking from behind your eyes? It is time that we start looking for what we all have in common. Yes, we all have a body. Yes, we all have a mind. But yet, what truly makes us human is who exists within this body and who operates our mind. That is who we are. As we learn to take down the masks of all the identities and personas and roles that we have willingly put upon ourselves to cover the truth of who we are, as if this is something to be ashamed of. Who are you? Who are you? Is it that shameful that you would cover it up with other identities? Who are you? The truth of the matter is that who we are is the expression of life itself. We are all versions of the One, God's Self experiencing God's Self. It is true to say that God created this planet and the human template so she could experience herself in all her glory. Not just that we could express ourselves in physical form, but also so we would know each other and know ourselves from the inside out. That we would be aware of our inner core being, our soul being, what makes us function, what makes us shine, what makes us decline, what makes us shut down, what makes us open up, what makes us allow life just to be, without having the need or feeling the need to change another person or to change our environment. Who are you? Who is observing from behind those eyes? Who are you really? For those of you who identify as male, this is even more important for you to understand this technology, for you to learn to release and to let go, so you can have deeper understanding and compassion for yourself and for the whole of the human family. For there is nothing to fear for all beings, no matter what your gender or sexuality or ethnicity, or where you may find yourself in life. One of the greatest joys and gifts is the ability to transform, to let go. And within that space, you find the God of your understanding. This is a sacred place where you find yourself at the altar of your own being, where divine grace comes in and lifts you and expands you into the truth of who you are. From this place, it is in a state of forgiveness, just by virtue of sharing, knowing that all of that is forgiving. It is not for withholding. So who are you, beautiful and beloved one? Do you dare to be all that you are, beautiful, vulnerable, naked, and sensitive from the inside out? This is the truth of who you are. Beautifully radiant, divinely favored to be the full expression of life, to have the freedom to experience and express your original innocence. And it is this original innocence that is required to have full expression. So do you dare to be the brave one? To show up right now, right here, for yourself. Look in the mirror. Look into those beautiful eyes and know that they see enormous things. Life is not happening to you. You are life. You are life. Our own inner ecology is never static. It changes. And therefore, as a human soul, it is important for us to express and experience this inner journey, a journey that we all have in common. To lay a table where we can experience this aspect of ourselves, this part of our journey. And we can know every emotion and notion and feeling to be valid, to be okay. And all that is required is for you to express all that you are from the inside out. For everything comes and goes. Everything comes and goes, my love. Be free. Freedom is the way. Any withholding creates fear, and negativity and stagnation, because it triggers that part of us that has been neglected and isolated and pushed down and pushed back. For this is what causes dis-ease. This is what causes destruction. This is what causes warfare. This is what causes separation. This is what causes isolation and the freezing of the soul. That part of us that we have come to know about ourselves as unacceptable. That is the only reason why terrorism and warfare can exist. It is all an illusion. It is time for us to be free, to reintroduce ourselves to each other, to share how we really feel, moment by moment. All these feelings that you may be holding on to or that you have learned to hold on to. It is time for you to now let them go. Let them go, knowing that everything comes and goes. As we look into the windows of the soul and reveal and we see who we are and we experience this into me see, allow the elixirs to pour out, to flow. Allow these tears to come and go. Allow yourself to know this experience of crying, of shedding, of releasing. For this is understanding. This is compassion in action. This is the way of the human soul. This is the way of the human being. Since childhood we create and we find and form relationships. Are we forming relationships based on external appearances? Or is there something that you can't see but you can feel in the other that draws you to that person, that resonates, that excites, that inspires, something that is aspirational and inspirational? That part of you that you see in another, that you recognize and you say, I see you, I see me. As we open the door to our soul, as we open our eyes, the window of the soul, and say, into me see. If we are willing to be naked from the inside out, to show up, to know that every experience, every notion, every emotion, every feeling is valid, to be worth your attention and to be worth the attention of another, for they too experience this. That we can share exactly who we are, knowing that everything comes and goes. Nothing stays the same. So who are you? That person who we go to bed with at night, and that person who we wake up with first thing in the morning. That's our soul being that stirs. As we move forward into the new world and we reintroduce ourselves to ourselves and each other as beings who are free and naked and free flowing, no longer withholding who we are. We are one being, one consciousness, life experiencing life. Allow, allow. Open, open. Know this to be true. I am another you. And so it is. And so it is.